One for the record books. The world's longest running casting call. Nope, not for Wonder Woman. Not Batman. You guessed it, Bond. James Bond. 007 himself. In a Film Threat, our job is to speculate, argue, and debate casting choices. And just like Blofeld, Goldfinger, Dr. Evil, nothing fuels the chaos more than the hunt for the next James Bond. But instead of yelling into the void, what if we looked at where people are actually backing their opinions? That's where Call Sheet comes in. It's a platform where you can trade on real-world events, including who will be the next Bond. And yeah, it's legal in all 50 states. Right now, the market is circling a few names. Aaron Taylor Johnson? That's the front runner. Jacob Elordi, the wild card. And what about Callum Turner, sleeper? Less hype. If I'm reading the market right, Aaron Taylor Johnson makes sense on paper. Jacob Elordi? Highly doubtful, but what do I know? Personally, I lean toward Callum Turner gaining ground. And that's why Call Sheet works. You're not just watching the conversation, you're stepping into it. If you got an opinion on Bond, and I know you do, here's your chance. Click our link in the description or use the code FilmThreat to check out the James Bond actor market yourself and get $10 when you trade $10. Don't just say who Bond should be, trade it.
James Gunn gives an official production update on 5 DCU projects. I have the article here from, I believe it's from the Direct. Yes, the direct.com. And here's his official update. Alan, you've got it.
All right, folks, this is what we've been waiting for. James Gunn shared a broad progress report on the evolving DC universe, revealing a mix of momentum, delays, and creative reshuffling across the slate. Some projects are finally gaining traction. The Wonder Woman prequel series, Paradise Lost, is now in extreme development, signaling real progress after a long silence, though it's not yet at the most advanced stage. Meanwhile, Booster Gold remains in development, reassuring fans it hasn't been canceled despite slow movement. Not everyone is surprised by the process. The Authority has been shelved for now due to script issues and difficulties fitting into the broader DCU, with James Gunn making it clear it won't return anytime soon. On the animated side, things look more stable. Creature Commandos Season 2 is actively in production, targeting for a 2027 release, while Mr. Miracle is moving forward with strong scripts and major implications for the wider universe. Overall, Gunn painted a picture of a DCU still under construction, some projects accelerating, others stalled or reworked, but with a clearer long-term plan taking shape. He also hinted at the next major DCU movie is already coming together behind the scenes, even if it hasn't been officially revealed yet.
Well, there you go. So that's a quick update. My prediction is Man of Tomorrow may be the last of these movies. Someone, here we go from X, Cinesource. Sources within Warner, this is, I'm just quoting this. I'm not going to say this is credible. Yeah. We don't really know. Are saying, sources within Warner are saying that if Supergirl and Lanterns don't do well at the box office or streaming, more DCU projects will be quietly canceled. So, and here's a little graphic they made of some of the projects. I mean, we still don't know what's going on with Batman in the DCU. Peacemaker Season 2 kind of ended on a cliffhanger. How is that going to be resolved? Waller was a show. Booster Gold. Paradise Lost, you gave us the update, Alan. Swamp Thing. The Authority, we know that's done. Deathstroke. Bane. I don't know where that is. Teen Titans. I mean, look, it's not unusual to make changes, to pivot. I think Gunn announced a lot of stuff at the beginning. He was very enthusiastic, but I mean, I remember when this was first announced, I thought Gunn's perfect. That's great. Can he juggle? I mean, the one thing about Kevin Feige, love him or hate him, Kevin doesn't direct movies. He doesn't write or direct movies. He runs a studio. Can a guy run a studio and write and make films? It's a lot, even for someone as undeniably talented as Gunn, can he be the diplomat? Can he be the studio head? And, because you're kind of conflicted. You're the
I think that's what Peter
diplomat.
Safran's for. I think Safran is I think Safran is the true producer, while Gunn manages the creative.
Yeah, but I have concerns. I have concerns, is what I'm saying. So I don't know. Look, I'm not sitting here going, oh, but I really am not super excited about what's coming. I think Superman did not, according to people in the industry, like Ted Sarandos at Netflix, who almost bought WB, admitted Superman underperformed. I think people had higher hopes. What we've seen of Supergirl is not promising, and Lanterns, kind of the reaction to Lanterns was not wildly positive. And now they pulled, and it was not a nefarious reasons. The Lanterns trailer was pulled specifically because of music rights. They forgot to get they forgot to get clearance for a Bruce Springsteen song. Someone should lose their job. That's kind of nuts. But
well, I feel like that's a convenient excuse to pull the trailer off the internet.
Maybe, but I look, I want there to be a healthy DCU, but I can't confidently say I'm excited for what Gunn has coming. I'm more excited about the Batman 2. And that's outside of his universe. That's Matt Reeves. So,
well, look, I found out sources within Warner Brothers say that if Supergirl and Man of Tomorrow don't work out, Gunn may not survive the merger. And I completely made that up, showing you how well journalism is.
Like, where'd you read that?
Look, I can come with opinion, and if I say, well, sources within Disney says this, well, now I have credibility, and I could lie about anything. But to your point, look, Paradise Lost, Booster Gold, The Authority, Creature Commandos, Mr. Miracle. What the hell are those? I don't read DC. I don't know who these people are. I don't know. I couldn't tell you a thing about what their powers are, what their storylines are. This is what Marvel did after after Endgame. They brought us superheroes that nobody knows. Nobody knows what their powers are. I don't think Ms. Marvel, her powers are defined yet. Don't know their storylines. Don't know what their wants and needs are. Why they're superheroes. Why their villains are this. I don't know what it is about DC, but they're going down the Marvel route, and at least Marvel is making attempts to pull themselves out of the problem they're in.